So in preparation for the Bluey budget build that we're fixing to start, I wanted to go over how much we have in the Ace build. Now keep in mind, a lot of this was done before some of the inflation that we're dealing with right now, so the prices have come up on some of this stuff. But while I was at Matt's, I had a lot of people complimenting this truck and how it's still a working truck, even though it hasn't really worked, but it's still a working truck and the build was manageable. So I decided to jot down here what all we have in it to see if we can beat it with Bluey. Now the main things we need to talk about first, between paint, the air ride, and the wheels, that's $25K right off the bat, but we got the air ride a little cheaper than it is now by a few K, at least 3. So paint, stance, and good wheels all the way around. Maybe you already have that. That's all optional stuff. That's the brunt of this build. We're in it for about 25, all that. Also optional, the double humps. I got these used, and I'm pretty sure I only paid $500 for them. Now I don't know. I think these are 12 gauge mountain kits or something. I haven't found what the mountain kit cost. I haven't been billed for that yet, but we'll see. And the paint, so stuff like that. Throw that in there. On the graphics, we probably only got 800 in it. I put 1K down just to round up, but all the graphics I put on this truck, we're gonna say $1,000. The panels, I also got this panel for the price, half price, because I got 2 of them for the price of 1. Sold the back one, but then I got this one. So with paint and all, I put 1K down for the 2 panels as well. Look on Talladega fiberglass, they're not very expensive. I have a 5th wheel cover that is also optional. They're really cheap. They're under $300, and then you paint them. I put 500 down for it too, I think. Yeah, $500 down for all of that. Getting into the interior, all of this is original. I just had it dyed. I took it out myself, had it dyed, all that stuff. The carpet was pretty expensive, about $300. Then having all that dyed was around $700, so I put 1K down for that too. These speakers are Amazon stuff and a couple more graphics, and then obviously you got the light panels and the lights and all that. Still, we're not too far off of $1,000 for the entire interior, except seats and seat bases. There's about $3,000 in the seats and the seat bases, so throw that in there. I got a new boot kit. I'm not gonna raise it, it's too windy, but I got the nice boot kit in there, and then all the other stuff on the motor I did myself, so there's really not much in there. I think you can get a nice boot kit for around $500, which is what I put. I found some cheaper, but I put 500 just because it's a little bit better of a boot kit. I can't find it. We'll go over that later too. I'm not trying to rip him. I'm rounding up here, guys. I'm rounding up. The biggest expense outside of paint and everything is the grill and the back panel, which is also optional. It's unnecessary. You can find a nice grill and a nice drop panel for cheaper than I have in these, because I customized these and they were $1,000 piece, so there's 2K. Everything I have written down here, which I forgot the seats and the seat bases, so add 3K to everything I've written down, it comes up to about 35, and so we're still under 40 with everything. And that's including the deck plate and the paint. I tried to factor in the paint and then this drop box. If you throw all the lights we have in on this truck, all the lights and stuff, yeah, we're probably around 40. So I was telling everybody at the show it was 50 or less, and I think I'm correct. You got little doodads like this that I don't even remember how much those cost. I don't think they're very expensive because they're just little stick-on covers. And again, optional. The stacks were already on the truck, but I did change the tips. So there's a little on top of that. What is that? $1,200 for tips, probably, for a set of tips. I don't know. It was way back in 2020 when I did that. 35 written down here, but we're probably realistically around 40-ish. So there you have it. The Ace build, not counting the price of the truck, we've only got about 40 on top of what I paid for the truck, which I paid $45 for the truck. I drove it till I paid it off, and then I started building it, so basically free. And things like this right here, I slipped my fab guy a bill, said, hey, cut me out a piece, and then my graphics people covered it, so that's factored in.